Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a short little knife review / knife overview to share with you guys. This is the Vosteed Kroc G10 and 14C28, and this is the less expensive version at $69 giggity. There is a more expensive version in S35VN and aluminum, I think it's aluminum and some other material, for $129. Both of these knives are excellent knives, and they're both just about spot on in terms of where they're supposed to be in price. There's a little bit of argument here or there, but really Vosteed has their pricing figured out. They also do awesome things like button-operated top liner locks, which engage like a compression lock, which is awesome. Everybody loves that. This is a knife that is very, very good, and it is $60 less than the more expensive version, making it really an ideal option for a lot of people. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I like this knife. It's no different than the more expensive version, other than it has materials that cost less money. 14C28N, for example, is less expensive than S35VN. It's not going to hold an edge quite as long, but it's definitely a good balance, and it has really, really good toughness. Really, everything here is where it should be in terms of pricing, and it's a good knife. But I still want to go over this real quick, do some specs, give you guys my thoughts, and then you guys can decide for yourselves. I will link this down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to Vosteed for sending it in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. Very quick specs here, coming in at about 7 inches. Blade length is 3 inches. Cutting edge is about 2.65. Let's do some size comparisons. Any custom scales in this section can be found down in the description under Original Goat and others. 80-10 and Excalibur. It's definitely shorter, but these are big knives, 8.5 inches. Let's put it up against the Spyderco PM2 and the Spyderco Para 3. If you like knives that are about the same size as the Para 3, you're also going to like the Kroc. It's definitely very similar. Let's go ahead and put it up against the Benchmade Group Tillian, or in this case, the Ritter Hogue and the Hogue Deca. How's the action? Well, it is a top liner lock operated with a button, and the action is exactly what you want it to be. The benefit of a top liner lock that's button operated is you get the satisfaction of pushing a button, but you get the strength and reliability of a liner lock. In fact, actually not a liner lock, a compression lock, which is even better. You also get a detent ball, which makes the disengagement, well, not the disengagement, the deployment, getting ahead of myself here. The deployment is far more satisfying in my opinion, thanks to Vosteed's ability to put holes where they should be. It's very easily accessible, and the front flipper is also great too. So you can kind of, flick it out this way. You can reverse flick it. You can be a regular person and wheel it out, or you can use the front flipper, which is great. It works exactly the way that it should, and the bearings are nice and smooth. I like it a lot. Let's go ahead and do carry profile. Thickness up against the Spyderco Para 3, just about got myself, but didn't because of my cat-like reflexes, though I wouldn't need them if I would pay attention to the blades as I disengage them. A little bit thicker than the Para 3, not much. Length and height up against the PM2 and Para 3. This guy is super duper easy and compact. Easy to carry and very compact. It's also lightweight. Really good pocket experience. The pocket clip is also pretty good too. We'll come back to that. Weight, materials, what are we looking at? G10 and G10. I kind of like the color combos here. I think some people would have preferred solid colors. You have a bunch of different options. This one's blueberry themed, which is kind of nice, right? Nothing wrong with that. But you have a few different options there for color combinations. So G10, G10, and then we have steel on the internals and steel for the lock. You have a G10 backspacer, and then you have a 14C28 in blade, which I believe is a black tumbled PVD coating. Could be wrong. Definitely not DLC. Let's go ahead and weigh it here. The weight on this guy is coming in at 3.4 ounces, which is pretty darn good. Pretty good ratios there. Balance on this knife is actually just slightly behind the pivot there, with most of the weight, well, a lot of the weight being in the blade. Let's go ahead and do the hardware check. I'll get out my tools. As per usual, my tools are very inexpensive and very recommendable. You can find them right down in the section of my description that talks about the tools I use in this channel. The pivot is a T8. This is a T8 bit. It's just already in there. You have T8 body screws on both sides, T6 pocket clip screws, which is fine. And then you also have I think that's a T6 screw that's filler for the pocket clip there. Yeah. So not much. As long as you have the right tools for the job, you should be good to go. It'll be really simple to disassemble. Blade stock thickness is the only thing left that we need to do there. The calipers, thank goodness. All right. Blade stock thickness is probably going to come in at like 120 or so, maybe 115. Yeah, 115 thousandths on the thinner side. Meat and potatoes time, as I said before, the Kroc has really good ergonomic lines that are somewhat similar to the Spyderco Para 3. Honestly, there's just a lot of stuff out there that's really similar. But this back end here, I typically don't want to put my fingers here. So really, the ergonomic space between these two knives is essentially the same. And the cutting edge is also incredibly similar. They just end up being a different shape. This isn't an aesthetic that's, going to be appealing to everybody. I guess it kind of does. It look like a crocodile? I don't know. I'm not sure if that was the idea there. That button on the compression lock is squeaking a little bit, and I think it's just the lock faces sort of wearing into each other. I think eventually that will go away. Not necessarily something you can expect to be on every single knife, but that might be the case as the lock sort of wears into itself. It says Vosteed right here. On the other side, it says 14C28N, and that is it. It's very comfortable. There is a bit of a bill. It kind of sticks up a little bit, but not super aggressive on the tension here, and in and out of the pocket is a breeze. It's a nice deep carry clip as well, so you'll feel it, but I'm not going to call it like an agonizing hotspot or anything like that. This is a more cleavery sheep's foot, I guess. Nice for draw cuts and things like that. There is a little bit of belly, and it does get reasonably thin. It's not laser thin, but reasonably thin. You can see the plunge grind right here. A lot of life there. We're good to go. It's got a little bit of a tip, but if you need more of a, a drop point blade, well, I don't know if that's the best. Here we go. If you need more of like a pointy drop point, it's obviously not going to be the same here. So your ability to puncture will be lessened with a blade shape like this, but typically your day-to-day tasks, this is the type of blade that's going to be able to accomplish most day-to-day tasks. And to be fair, I think that's most general blade shapes. I would still categorize this as in the realm of a normal blade shape, right? Ambidextrous mounting positions for the pocket clip, as it should be. I don't know why we don't, unless it's like an ultra custom, it's made for like an individual person, right? Pocket clips, if it's going to be a mass-produced item intended for the widest range of people, obviously we always want to have ambidextrous mounting positions for the pocket clip. We have a little lanyard hole right here if you like lanyards, a little bit of jimping there on the back spacer. Jimping up here is not super grippy, but you can get it a little bit. If you are left-handed, when you choke up and you squeeze, there is a slight chance you could potentially push hard enough to disengage it, though I'll admit it's really hard, and I don't even know if I can do it. I don't think I can. Right-handed, if you land your finger on that button and squeeze, you absolutely can, though I'm still having trouble doing it. Maybe in this grip, it's really hard to do, and you're probably going to know that you're on that button. Stay off of the button and you'll be okay. For the most part, I don't think you have much to worry about. No blade play, up, down, left, or right. No lock stick, no pivot lash, very smooth. Really nice bearings on the inside of that. Click into the closed position because we actually have a detent ball, and perfect centering. We have G10, steel button-operated compression lock and 14C28N. Yes, there are knives out there that combine 14C28N and these other materials for less, but not a lot of compression locks. And Vosteed does typically feel a little bit higher quality than some of their competition. I'm not really upset at this at $69. Could they sell it for $60 and still be okay? Maybe. But they're doing such a good job. There's so many other companies who probably don't sell as well as Vosteed. I'm sure there's plenty of companies who do better, but Vosteed does an excellent job because their quality is good. They're very dependable. They use the right materials for the right price points. And their designs are appealing. This is just another example of that. It's yet another well-priced, budget option for people who want to have something that's fun and fidgety, but at the same time very reliable and makes their day-to-day life easier. This is a very, very recommendable knife. It's going to go in my recommended knives playlist, and it's also going to go on my cheap knives I like playlist because it costs less than $75. Awesome stuff. Highly recommendable. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.